Hi, this is the Keith Bryant Show, live from Productronica 2021, and I'm here with Simone from Exelium. Hi, Simone. The Semicon area with the Made in 4 project. So perhaps you can start by telling us a little bit about Made in 4, and then we'll get on to Exelium afterwards.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me today. And yes, indeed, Exelium was invited to present our advancements during Made in 4 project, to present today at Semicon Europa at Tech Arena. And about Made in 4, it's a huge project for metrology advances in digitized electronic components and systems. We have a total of 47 partners in the project, and Exelium is involved in the part for developing metrology, X-ray-based metrology techniques for electronic components and systems. And basically we work there for development of X-ray source. What else I could tell you about Made in 4 is that it started more than 2 years ago and will continue till the end of this year, of next year in fact.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. 47 partners going on for several years. It's definitely a very big high-profile project, and it's I guess you feel good that Exelium is part of it.
Yes, very good, especially since we are a Swedish SME, so it's very good for SME to be this part of this kind of industry-driven projects, and allows us to really develop our products based on what exactly the market and the industry needs today. So we develop technology which is really relevant for today's applications.
Yeah, and I know your two different X-ray sources, the metal jet and the nanotube, and you know they're both leading sources in their field by quite a long direction. So I'm sure that you bring a lot of let's say technology to the partnership as well.
Yes, indeed. We are lucky to benefit of very advanced technology in the field of X-ray sources, the liquid metal jet technology, which was invented by Exelium founders. And today we can say that we have the brightest X-ray microfocus source on the market today. And this is one of the key points of the Made in 4 project in the world package where we are active, since with the metal jet X-ray source, we really have a new key tool for development of metrology techniques that are needed now for going to 5 nanometers and below in semiconductor industry.
Yeah, it's a really wonderful piece of technology, and I'm sure the Made in 4 project will actually help it develop even further.
Indeed, and it already happened. So part of our developments in Made in 4 were already included in a new project that we launched this year. If somebody is interested, it's called MetalJet E1 Plus, and it's a much more powerful X-ray source, which we are very proud of today. And to give you an idea, our developments would enable the X-ray metrology to have a higher productivity for the end user, and also more precise measurements. So definitely I think we can make an impact in the metrology field with this product, and not only because we also recently showed that we could do very fast imaging of batteries, for example, with the metal jet. And with this, I think we might have an advantage on the market with this product.
Wow, so yeah, a lot of exciting stuff happening. Oh, thank you, Simone, for coming in and joining us, and hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.
That's Keith Bryant from the Keith Bryant Show, and my next guest is Sean from CyberOptics.
SMT Thermal Discoveries are the experts in thermal processes from -50 degrees Celsius up to 450 degrees Celsius. With highly stable reflow soldering systems, vacuum soldering to reduce voiding in solder joints, whether you need temperature treatment systems with standard equipment or flexible solutions, SMT Thermal Discoveries have the machine to your thermal challenges.
Keith Bryant Show from Productronica, and I'm here with Sean from CyberOptics. So Sean, first day of the show, not quite halfway through yet. How's it looking so far?
Keith, great to be on your show. Thanks for the invitation. Show's going quite well, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. We've had quite a few customer visits to the booth already, so great to meet back in person. So that's a big plus. So far, so good.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one that everybody's saying. You know, it's good to see people in 3 dimensions again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, hopefully the show is going to be the first big step forward to something better. So, what have you got on your stand at the moment?
Well, we've got the SQ3000 3D AOI system on the stand, Keith, and we're exhibiting or demonstrating our CMM capability. So we've developed some unique metrology-based CMM software. So we're not only able to do 3D AOI at high speed, the system can actually be an inline high-speed CMM solution for metrology. So we're demonstrating those features today.
Wow, so you've really got the ability to measure that accurately now.
Correct. We're down to the sensor on the booth is at 7 microns 3D, that's lateral resolution, and we have a 0.5 micron Z resolution. So we can measure features down to 2 microns in X, Y, and Z.
So what does that allow you to find that you couldn't find before?
We can do most advanced SMT applications quite easily down to this resolution, but what we're able to do now is micro LED, O201 metric, pure measurement, wire bond inspection. So it's really advancing the 3D AOI capabilities.
Yeah, and it's getting, what I'm seeing in several shows here. Historically, we've all been faster, and now it's more about flexibility. It's more about accuracy. It's more about getting more out of the machine.
Absolutely, Keith. Yeah, and I think with 3D, it's enabling us now to be more precise, as you pointed out, for sure, more accurate, less errors, less false failures. So we can set up a pure measurement process now rather than just a go, no-go process. So we need less operator intervention.
Great, and this is something that's been out on the market before because of COVID, or is this effectively your launch?
It was, I think we launched it just pre-COVID, but it's probably the first exhibition where we've been able to kind of demonstrate it in person for sure. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's good to see people coming back after COVID, and also equipment getting back out into the industry and people talking about it, and things moving forward. Because for about 20 months there was, to be honest, not a lot going on.
Well, I think everyone's tiring of the Zoom and the Teams calls, Keith. Definitely, it's nice to press some flesh and talk in person. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you've got a great product like you have, it's very hard to show it in 2D, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. It's great to get customers on the booth and and demonstrate it real time. No smoke and mirrors.
Yes, yeah. That's always the danger when you do stuff with Zoom. I've even seen people that can make me look good on a Zoom call. So, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing with us, and I hope you have a lot of success with the new equipment at the show and beyond.
Pleasure, Keith. Thanks very much.
And that's Keith Bryant from the Keith Bryant Show at Productronica.
SMT Thermal Discoveries are the experts in thermal processes from -50 degrees Celsius up to 450 degrees Celsius. With highly stable reflow soldering systems, vacuum soldering to reduce voiding in solder joints, whether you need temperature treatment systems with standard equipment or flexible solutions, SMT Thermal Discoveries have the machine to your thermal challenges.
Welcome back to the Keith Bryant Show at Productronica, and I'm here with my good friend Alberto, who 3 months ago became the managing director of Plasmatreat, one of the things which is definitely growing in our industry as a technology and a need because of conformal coding and a whole load of other reasons. So I guess the first question, Alberto, is are you enjoying it so far?
Absolutely, Keith. But I want to correct you. I'm managing director for Plasmatreat Nordic, for the Nordic setup. So that is important.
Oh, my apologies. Yes,
No
Nordic
problem.
is very important.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But you're enjoying it. It's obviously a different organization, a different setup than where you've been for. I won't say how many years because it makes us both look old. But
Yeah.
where you've been for a long time. So no, it's. I guess it's a new challenge, and you felt it was the right time.
It is, and no, it's no secret. I worked for Mycronic for 21 years. I had fantastic 21 years with Mycronic, but I came to a point in my life where I felt that it might be interesting to do something different. So I joined the Plasmatreat group. So the very, very good. It's Plasmatreat is actually a family-owned company based in Steinhagen in Germany. We are approximately around 300 people. So this is the same size as my data was back in the days where I started 21 years ago, which is today Mycronic. So yeah, it's very interesting, very interesting.
Good. And obviously, part of the reason that you're there is to grow the Nordic business and to find new applications. And
Yes.
I know you've taken on one or two very good salespeople already. So,
Yeah.
how is the business model looking?
The business model is as follows: that our headquarters for the Scandinavian setup will be located in Göteborg. And the reason to that is that Göteborg is a little bit of an industrial hub in Scandinavia. Due to reason that Volvo is located there with a big factory, you have the bearing manufacturer SKF, so you have a lot of heavy industry in that region, and geographically it's well positioned. So what we do is actually that we are building up our team with we will have application engineer, we will have salespeople, but we will also work with distributors and or partners, better said, partners in the other countries like Denmark, Norway, Finland, and also the Baltic states.
Okay, so you're bigger than just electronics now.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and this is very, very interesting because I come from the electronic industry, as you know, Keith. But now we are everywhere where there is a surface needed to be pre-treated. So a very big part of our customers, and also from our revenue point of view, it's the automotive. I would say that this is the biggest part today, and that is just growing, especially now where we have the movement with the EV batteries, with the wire bonding. There is surfaces which need to be treated, so there is so many applications in a car. I think it's in total it's counted to like 100 different applications, just in an ordinary car. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, that's a lot of very nice applications. But you do quite a bit in electronics as well, and from what I've seen, plasma in electronics is a growing need for the last 6 months and longer.
It is, and a lot of this is driven by the new regulations with VOC. With VOC, we want to get rid of these volatile organic compounds. The electronic industry is not different than the packaging industry or the automotive and so on, because the driving forces are actually the same. Everything needs to be more environmentally friendly. We want to get rid of the wet chemicals, primers in the industry. So plasma treatment is actually the solution, which replaces the old way to clean surfaces.
Yeah. So not only are you increasing your business, but you're good for the planet as well. Huh?
Absolutely. Environmental friendly. This is one of the mottos we have in the company.
Okay, well, my friend, I wish you every success, and thank you for joining me. This is Keith Bryant signing off from the Keith Bryant Show at Productronica 2021.
Thank you very much.
SMT Thermal Discoveries are the experts in thermal processes from -50 degrees Celsius up to 450 degrees Celsius. With highly stable reflow soldering systems, vacuum soldering to reduce voiding in solder joints, whether you need temperature treatment systems with standard equipment or flexible solutions, SMT Thermal Discoveries have the machine to your thermal challenges. SMT Thermal Discoveries are the experts in thermal processes from -50 degrees Celsius up to 450 degrees Celsius. With highly stable reflow soldering systems, vacuum soldering to reduce voiding in solder joints, whether you need temperature treatment systems with standard equipment or flexible solutions, SMT Thermal Discoveries have the machine to your thermal challenges. SMT Thermal Discoveries are the experts in thermal processes from -50 degrees Celsius up to 450 degrees Celsius. With highly stable reflow soldering systems, vacuum soldering to reduce voiding in solder joints, whether you need temperature treatment systems with standard equipment or flexible solutions, SMT Thermal Discoveries have the machine to your thermal challenges.